Every guy that says they cook for themselves or they cook dinner, they're making chicken and rice. Chicken and rice. Chicken and rice.
First, you'll want to get everything prepped. We'll need 1 cup of mushrooms and a half of a large onion finely chopped. You'll also want to chop the bottom quarter of the broccoli rabe, or if you want to use asparagus for this dish, you could do the same with asparagus. You'll also want to take your chicken breast out of the refrigerator for about 30 minutes to warm up. You don't want to put cold meat in a hot pan because the outside will dry out before the inside is cooked. Drizzle some olive oil on the chicken breast and season with black pepper and thyme. For the rice, you want to melt down 1 tablespoon of butter in a pan and cook down your mushrooms and onions. Once the mushrooms and onions are cooked down, add in a half cup of whatever rice you want, season with salt, pepper, and thyme, and then add in 2 cups of water. Give it a stir and let it simmer with the lid on until all of the water is absorbed. Keep an eye on it to make sure that the rice isn't burning on the bottom of the pan. Once cooked, put the lid back on and set it aside until you're ready to plate. To cook the chicken, use a high smoke point oil like canola or avocado oil and get the pan screaming hot. Salt your chicken liberally right before searing, and when you go to put it in the pan, make sure to place it going away from you. This ensures no splashing and a nice surface to sear. Cook the chicken breast on one side until it starts turning opaque on the other side. Flip it over, take a second to admire your sear, and then lower the heat and add in a knob of butter along with thyme, garlic, and shallots. Tilt the pan down and start basting the chicken breast, allowing the residual heat to finish cooking. This will take about 2 to 3 minutes, but have a thermometer handy if you want to be sure that it's fully cooked. Once the chicken is cooked, add in some homemade stock to deglaze the pan. If you don't have a homemade stock, get 2 quarts of store-bought cooking stock and reduce them down to 1 cup and use that. Keep reducing the sauce until you can separate it with your spoon. Cooking the broccoli rabe or asparagus is simple. Put a pan on high heat, add oil, garlic, and your vegetable, season with salt, pepper, and let it get a good char. Give it a stir, and then throw in some water so they can steam up. Plating is simple. Start with your rice base, and then lay the vegetables on top, and then the chicken breast on top of that. And then lastly, spoon the pan sauce over top everything. There you have a simple but impressive chicken, broccoli, and rice dish that's good enough even for a date night meal. This dish is a perfect example of how you can elevate simple ingredients to make something special. As always, if you liked the video, leave a like, but this time share it to someone who you know that makes boring chicken, broccoli, and rice and tell them to step their game up.